Hey guys, Jordan with TYT and TYT Politics. I am coming to you live from Standing Rock. Let me turn it around for you so you can see. The camp definitely is less in size. Let me try to zoom in for you. Cold here, so the fingers aren't working so well. There you go. As you can see, that's Ocheti Sakoen Camp. It was renamed a few weeks ago Ocheti Oyete or Oyate Camp. On that side is Rosebud Camp. And over there, above that white tent, is the road, 1806, Highway 1806, where there's been a bridge, backwater bridge has been blockaded. Today, actually, Ocheti Sakoen's tribe's leadership announced that the North Dakota governor has agreed to start undoing the blockade on the bridge. The bridge is on the main highway, 1806, and having that blockade on the bridge, number one, they have the blockade so that they could block the oil company in and protect the oil company, because about a mile beyond the bridge blockade is where the drill pad is and where the oil company is working, right next to the Missouri River, where they will be drilling under the Missouri River as well as Lake Oahe. Last time I reported from this hill, I'm on Facebook Hill, it was much more joyous. It was the day that former President Obama and the Army Corps of Engineers announced that they denied the final permit for drilling under the Missouri River and Lake Oahe. This time, if I'm telling it to you accurately, it is not as joyous. The camp is definitely the emptiest I've seen it, and this is my sixth time being here, number 6, and it's definitely emptied out quite a bit. I don't have an exact number, but I would say anywhere between 500 and 800 is what I've heard and what I'm seeing. Water protectors left in the camp. As you know, the Standing Rock Sioux tribe has formally asked water protectors to leave. It's been a little bit more than a request. They basically told water protectors that they have to leave Ocheti Sakoen camp and given them about a month to do so, which brings us to, I believe, the middle of February. From people I've spoken to today, the majority of the people at the camp, which include Native Americans, which include non-Native environmental activists, will not leave. And, respect the tribe, but have said that this is much bigger than the tribe. This is their land by the 1851 and 1868 treaties, and that although they respect the tribe, they are not leaving until this pipeline the drill pad is gone and the pipeline is dead for good. Whether they want to leave or not, we will see how that plays out. Again, the tribe does want people to leave. They have, in statements, asked people to fight from where they are, meaning from their hometowns all across the country and the world. I interviewed LaDonna Brave Bull Allard right before I came here. We'll put that up on TYT Politics as soon as we can. If you're not subscribed, what the hell are you doing? YouTube.com/TYT Politics. So LaDonna owns the land at Sacred Stone Camp, which is down the road from the main camp. That's been open for months, and it's her land, it's her father's land, and she is telling people who still want to come and fight, obviously non-violently and peacefully. She is telling people they are welcome at Sacred Stone Camp. They are trying to find space for water protectors to come to Sacred Stone Camp. In my interview with her, she very, very publicly and clearly said she disagrees with the Standing Rock Sioux tribe's request to water protectors and really demand to water protectors to leave. She thinks now is the time to stand and fight in response to President Trump, who, as you know, this week issued a presidential memorandum, not an executive order, they're two different things, but a presidential memorandum essentially trying to ram through the Dakota Access Pipeline. What Trump is trying to do, he's trying to basically do away with the environmental impact study that has recently begun. The environmental impact study is by law. You need to do an environmental impact study on big projects like a Dakota Access Pipeline. But Energy Transfer Partners, the owner and the parent company, filled with a corrupt CEO in Kelsey Warren, to get around doing an environmental impact study, they tried to spin this pipeline into that it's not one big pipeline, but as opposed to one big pipeline, they tried to make it look like a bunch of smaller, separate pipelines. And when you make it look like a bunch of smaller, separate pipelines, then you could do an environmental assessment, which is much smaller, it's less comprehensive, less thorough. And guess who does the environmental assessment? A company, a subcontractor hired by the oil company. You think that the oil company is hiring another company to tell them, no, you can't do the pipeline, it's too harmful to the environment? Of course not. The company that Energy Transfer Partners was hired to say, all good, drill baby drill. And yes, everybody watching, please share this. We need to get Standing Rock back into the conversation. We need to get it trending. We need to get this message out that there are still people here. There are still people fighting nonviolently in prayer. Everybody calm down in the comments. I'm not frostbitten. Yes, my nose is red, but that's just because I'm a weak man. I've been a little sick, but I'm feeling a little better today. So basically you have, like I said, between 500 and 800 water protectors still here in camp. From what I've been told, but the majority say they will not leave. You have the Oceti-Sakowin camp. The leadership at camp announced today that the North Dakota governor, there's a new governor now. It's not Governor Jack Dalrymple anymore. I don't know the guy's name, but they have been meeting with the governor, and the governor apparently agreed that he will start removing the blockade that's been up there for months. This blockade, if you don't know, has blocked emergency vehicles from getting out, has blocked just normal people who need to drive to and from work from going, has blocked people from coming through 1806 to get to the casino. The casino hotel where journalists stay and other people stay, it's the only hotel within an hour of the camp. It's also a casino, and it's owned by Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. So the blockade has hurt the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe because they're losing a lot of business to that casino. The hotel and lodge has been pretty full, but the casino, where they make most of their money, has been hurt by this blockade. This blockade has also been dangerous because when there's blizzards and things like that, emergency vehicles cannot get in to help people get to the hospital. There's plenty of car accidents and things like that. There's also been people who have been sick here in camp who cannot get to the hospital quickly. But according to Oceti-Sakowin leadership, the governor has agreed to start removing the blockade. I will believe it when I see it. Because that blockade has been up for a long time, and I personally find it hard to believe they're going to remove that blockade unless they start seeing a significant clearing out of this camp. I think that's what the government here in North Dakota, the state government, wants. They want all these people out, and then we'll let you have your bridge back. There's also, I should say, what I'm being told is called the DAPL cough going around camp. This is not just a cough. This has now evolved to people coughing up blood, which is obviously not just your standard, you get sick from being out in the cold. Something is causing that. There's been almost, I don't have an exact number, but you're talking well over 100 to 200 people who are coughing up blood, and they're also having blood coming out of their noses, all sorts of things. And I don't have it confirmed yet, but I am hearing many people here think that this DAPL cough is coming from chemicals that were sprayed onto the camp. I don't want to report things that I can't confirm. I am trying to confirm it, but if you go by common sense, dozens and dozens of people into 100 to 200 people are not coughing up blood for no reason. You don't cough up blood from bronchitis. or a respiratory issue. There's also been reports of rat poisoning that also could have come from chemicals. There are people that are being tested for that, and I just got here today. I don't want to irresponsibly be fear-mongering or reporting things that I can't back up. So I am going to follow up on those things, but I literally just got here and I wanted to go live. But I did want you to know that there are those rumors going around. There are people that I trust who are telling me that there's validity to those rumors. So I'm going to follow up as best as I can to get to the bottom of it, because I wouldn't put it past Dakota Access Pipeline, their mercenaries, their security workers to be spraying chemicals on people. But the bottom line is common sense would dictate dozens and dozens of people are not coughing up blood and having blood come out of their nose for no reason. So I am here, and I will be following up on it. To set the scene for you, like I said, the morale is not what it was. If I'm reporting it accurately, people have been here for months and months and months, and many people, by the way, who are being told you have to leave, many people here gave up their lives to come here and fight peacefully. They gave up their jobs. A lot of them gave up their homes. So their response to "you need to leave" is, I gave up my life to save the water and to save the land and to fight against greed, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling water protectors who are being told to leave that they should leave, because it's not my call, and that's not my job to tell you what to do. But it is my job to tell you what's going on. And there's definitely a large portion of the people here who are not going to leave. And it's going to take force to get them to leave. I should also tell you that there is a faction of about 500 veterans coming back here. As we know, there was about 4,000 veterans that came in December in conjunction, just when Obama denied the final permit. There was 4,000 veterans here. I'm not going to bullshit you. It was a chaotic scene. There was a lot of problems with the veterans that were here. It was organized by TYT's Wesley Clark and Michael Wood, who are both good guys and I could vouch for, but they only had 2,000 veterans that RSVP'd to their GoFundMe. So they were only expecting 2,000 veterans to come, and they had accounted for that, and then 4,000 showed up, and add on to that a blizzard. So a very bad blizzard. So there was chaos. There was a lot of veterans that had nowhere to sleep and not enough food to go around. And, Wes and Michael, I saw them. They did the best they could. But obviously there were some very upset veterans with them and with the whole thing. But, they did the best they could. I saw it up close. But I will tell you there's about 500 coming back to help with cleanup with the camp. Even just whether not just with cleanup, so as people leave, but cleanup because, as the Native Americans of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, this is Mother Earth. So it's obviously, at some point there was 10,000 people here at once. So obviously there's debris and supplies and all those things that, get lost onto the ground. So veterans are coming back to help with cleanup and all sorts of things like that. So that should be happening within a week, I hear. There are smaller amounts of veterans coming back as soon as the next day. Oh, do we have one right here? Hold on, we got a guy raising his hand. Are you a veteran? Yeah. So you're one of the folks coming back to help with cleanup and all that? No.
I came back because the police are probing and testing your resolve, shooting people in the back. So I saw that and I figured it's time for me to come back.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about the police are accelerating, shooting people. Some people were shot 15 times with rubber bullets.
Exactly. They're testing your resolve because there are fewer people here now. So we've got to get more people here so that they know that we're not giving up. Okay?
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for your service. So there's one veteran there who I was actually going to get to that next, but he stole the show from me. DAPL has still been shooting up people, rubber bullets, tear gas. I just spoke with someone actually at the casino, a young girl who was shot point blank range with a rubber bullet to the point where she temporarily had amnesia. Fortunately, she's recuperating now. I'm going to interview her tomorrow. All sorts of corruption, oil police brutality. It hasn't stopped. It still went on. And as less media has been here, obviously less of those stories have gotten out. I've done my best to report while I wasn't here. I have been covering other stories as well. And I hadn't been home to feed my dog in about 6 months, so that was also a problem. But I'm back now. I don't know how long, but we'll see what the story is. But I think the most important thing you should know is, yes, the tribe is telling people they need to leave by mid-February. Yes, people are coming in to start cleaning up Osheti-Sakoan camp, tearing down supply buildings and things like that. But there is a large majority of people here who say, we're not leaving, and we respect the tribe, but this is bigger than the tribe. This is about fighting against this pipeline. You should also know that although Donald Trump issued a presidential memorandum, you can't just do away with an environmental impact study. There is law that is in place. Once an environmental impact study is underway, it has to be fulfilled. So if Donald Trump is going to, President Trump, I should say, if he's going and his administration are going to try to toss away the environmental impact study, they're going to be breaking the law, and then there will be all sorts of legal challenges to that. So it's not a given that this pipeline is going through. I know a lot of people felt that way this week. I felt that way, but the more I have done research, the more people I have spoken to, it's not automatic that the pipeline is going to go through. So we should all know that an environmental impact study, once it's in motion, by law, it needs to be completed. Now, can he try to get the Army Corps, the Department of the Army to expedite it and do it in 15 minutes? Maybe. But again, this is all out in the public, and there's transparency. And even President, Hitler 2.0 has limitations where he can't do whatever he wants. So I'm going to monitor that as well. But, I'll be here the next few days. I'm going to try to go live as much as I can. The signals here and the internet service and the Wi-Fi has never been good. Right now I'm live because I'm on top of Facebook Hill, they call it, where a lot of the media congregate. But I'm going to talk to Myron Dewey, a commenter just said. I did talk to LaDonna today. I'm going to talk to Chase Iron Eyes. I'm going to talk to water protectors in camp. I'm going to talk to as many people as I can, because I think that this story is not over. And it's up to me and it's up to us to keep it in the conversation. Keep sharing. As I've always said, this is about a lot more than one pipeline. This is about a lot more than one Native American tribe fight for their water and their land. This is about, and make no mistake, this is about the never-ending fight between unending greed and inhumanity versus humanity. This is about greed and money grubbers and inhumane oil executives trying to make a couple $1 billion more at the expense of Native Americans and all people, because this is not just Native Americans' water. This is for 18 million people drink this water from the Missouri River and Lake Oahe downstream. And if you let them put a pipeline through the Missouri River and Lake Oahe, what's next? They're going to put it through a daycare center? They're going to put it through your backyard. I covered the Trans-Pecos pipeline. It's not just progressives and Native Americans they're fucking with. They're ramming pipelines through people's backyards. Conservative cowboys who love big oil. They're ramming the pipelines through their backyard, claiming eminent domain. So I plead with you, share this video. I plead with you to go to youtube.com/TYTpolitics. There's a playlist for all of the videos I've done here. It's called Native Americans Fight the Dakota Access Pipeline. Instead of binging Netflix tonight, watch those videos. Get those videos back out there. Let's get this conversation going. This isn't about me getting views. This isn't about me going viral. This is about making sure this story stays out there. Because if there's not Young Turks, if there's not you supporting the Young Turks, you guys have given a hell of a lot of money so we could hire more reporters and give me more resources. And I thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. But we are the media, me and you. And yes, at some point I'm going to go cover the Sable pipeline as well. I just saw that comment. So the light is going. It's getting frigid. I need to go work on the video that I did earlier. So thank you for watching. And stay tuned for more. I'll be here as much as I can on the Young Turks Facebook page, as well as TYT Politics Facebook page. You could go like that now. TYT Politics on Facebook, and at Jordan Sheridan on Twitter. Mini Wachoni, have a good night.